Hello guys, once again welcome back to this channel. This is the part 4 of forensic sciences. So let us discuss. In this lecture we will be discussing it about forensic sciences, its importance in medical sciences. So in this lecture we will be discussing about forensic science, branches of forensic science, little bit about history of forensic science, its evidences, process of forensic science investigation, importance of forensic science in medical sciences, forensic science lab, forensic nurses, and last, roles and responsibility of forensic nurses. Let us discuss first forensic science. What is forensic science? So, forensic science is the application of scientific principles and techniques to investigate crimes and analyze evidences. So, forensic science nothing but the application of scientific principles and technique to investigate the crimes and to analyze evidences. It plays a critical role in the criminal justice system and helps to solve cases and ensure justice. Now comes to branches of forensic sciences. So there are many branches of forensic sciences. First one is biological forensic biology. In forensic biology, it involves the analysis of biological evidences. Biological evidences such as blood, saliva, other body fluids, and it mainly deals with DNA. And because of DNA, it helps to determine the cause of death, to find out the paternity, and to diagnose the victims. Second was is forensic chemistry. In forensic chemistry, it mainly focuses on analyzing chemical substances, including drugs, poisons, and explosives to identify their composition and source. Third one is forensic toxicology. Studies the effect of chemicals on living organisms, often used to determine the presence of drugs or toxin in a body. Uh, Last but the most, forensic anthropology, that is examines human skeleton remains to determine the identity, cause of that, and other factors. So it mainly deals with the skeletons remains, human skeletons. Now comes to odontology, forensic odontology. As the word suggests, it mainly deals with dental records, bite marks to identify the victims and suspects. Forensic path psychology. Forensic psychology applies psychological principles to legal issues, including assessment of competencies, criminal behavior, and victim support. Forensic engineering investigates materials and structures involved in accidents or failure to determine cause and liability. Now come to history of forensic sciences. The first times forensic sciences comes in ancient Egypt. Egyptian mummification process including examination that contribute to the understanding of anatomy and death. The first time forensics comes in ancient Egypt. Now then ancient Greece. Philosophers like Aristotle made early observation about identifying cause of death. The concept of examining a body for clues begin to takes place. So Aristotle has very important role in finding forensic sciences. Now in the Middle Ages, in the 13th century, like Paul of Venice plays a very important and critical role in to use medical knowledge to assist in criminal investigation, like autopsies become more common. So first time autopsies come in China in 1235. The case of murder found in China was documented where an autopsy helped identify the cause of death. So it is very important question. History of forensic science in 19th century. Development of scientific method in 1800s marked scientific advancement. Alfonso Bertillon developed anthropometry, a system for identifying individuals based on physical measurement. Dr. Edward Locard established Locard exchange principle, stating that every contact leaves a trace. Fingerprinting comes in 20th century. In the early 1900s, fingerprints analysis became a widely accepted method for identification, thanks in part to the work of Francisco Galton and the establishment on fingerprint database. So, fingerprint database has been built by the thanks Francis Francis Galton. Ballistic and tool mark analysis is also comes in the 20th century. Mid and late 20th century, discovery of DNA by discovery of DNA in 1950s and later application to forensic science in 1980s revolutionized criminal investigation by yes, it is very important here. Sir Alex Jeffrey developed DNA profiling in 1984. Forensic technology. Analysis of electronic evidence from computers and mobile devices. In the 21st century, advancement in techniques, modern forensic science now includes advancement in imaging techniques, toxicology, and molecular biology. Integration with law enforcement. Forensic science has become an essential part of the criminal justice system, including legal procedure and investigation. Current trends in forensic science that is called interdisciplinary approach. Forensic science today incorporates various fields including biology, chemistry, engineering, and psychology. Public awareness and education. The rise of forensic science in popular culture through television, shows, media has increased public interest and understanding of the field. Now comes to types of evidence. First one is physical evidence. Physical evidence can be hair, fibers, fingerprints, weapons. Biological evidence can be blood, DNA, and other body fluids. Digital evidence, data from computers, smartphones, and other electronic devices. Process of forensic science investigation. So, first we have to collect the evidence, gathering evidence at the crime scenes, ensuring it is collected and preserved properly. Second one is analyzing, using scientific techniques and tools to analyze evidence in laboratory. Third one is reporting, documenting findings in a detailed report for use in investigation and court proceedings. Last step is testifying. Forensic scientists may called to testify as expert witness in court, explaining their methods and findings. So the process involves four steps that is called collecting, analyzing, reporting, and testifying. Now comes to importance in medical sciences. The integration of forensic science into medical practices enhances both patient care and the pursuit of justice. It ensures that medical professionals It ensures that medical professionals contribute to the legal process while improving their understanding of the complexities surrounding the health and crime. First one is to determining the cause of death. Forensic pathologists conduct autopsy to establish the cause of death, which is vital in case of suspicious or unexplained fatalities. Second one is investigating crime. Forensic science is providing medical professionals with tools and techniques to analyze evidence from the crime scene such as biology, samples, wounds, and toxin. This analysis is essential for solving crimes and supporting law enforcement. Third one is victim support and advocacy. Forensic nurses and other healthcare professionals work directly with victims of violence, sexual assault, and abuse. They provide medical care, collect evidence, and offer emotional support, ensuring them victims receive necessary resources and advocacy throughout the legal process. Fourth one is public health and safety. Fifth one is legal evidence and testimony. Medical professionals are trained in forensic sciences, can serve as expert witness in court. Sixth one is interdisciplinary collaboration. Forensic sciences foster collaboration with medical professionals, law enforcement, legal experts, and public health officials. This interdisciplinary approach enhances the effectiveness of investigation, research, and development. Advances in forensic sciences often lead to innovations in medical technology and practices. It improves the diagnostic methods and enhances understanding of trauma, injury, and disease process. Training and education. Now comes to forensic science laboratory. So there are many types of forensic science laboratory. First one is crime scene laboratory. Crime scene investigation lab mainly focuses on evidence collecting from the crime scene, including physical, biological, and chemical analysis. DNA labs specialize in DNA analysis and profiling, helps in identifying individuals involved in a crime. Toxicology labs analyze biological samples like blood and urine for the presence of drug, alcohol, and toxins. Ballistic lab examine firearms, ammunition, gunshot to residue to establish connection between the weapons and the crimes. Fingerprints lab focus on analyzing and comparing fingerprints evidences to identify suspects and crimes or victims. Digital forensic lab investigate electronic devices such as computers and smartphones to recover and analyze digital evidences. So so there are various types of forensic lab: crimes investigation lab, DNA lab, toxicology lab, ballistic lab, fingerprint lab, digital forensic lab. Forensic lab equipment and technology. So there are various equipment such as microscopes, spectrometers. Spectrometers is mainly used for analyzing chemical composition of substances. PCR machine for amplifying DNA samples. Digital analysis tool to reviewing and analysis data. Now comes to forensic nurses. It is a specialized field that combines nursing practice with the principle of forensic science. So it combines the nursing practices with the principles of forensic sciences. Forensic sciences work with the victims of trauma, violence, and abuse, often collaborating with the law enforcement and legal professionals. Forensic nurses plays a crucial role in addressing issues like domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse, contributing to both health and justice system. By integrating healthcare and the legal perspective, forensic nurses have ensured that victims receive the care and justice they deserve. Roles and responsibility of forensic nursing. Patient care, providing medical care to the victims of violence, sexual assault, and other traumatic incidents. Evidence collection, collecting and preserving evidence such as biological samples, documenting injuries accurately. Legal testimony, serving as expert witness in court to explain the medical findings and implication of injuries. Victim advocacy, supporting victim through medical and legal processes, offering emotional support and resources. Education, educating healthcare provider, law enforcement, and the community about issues related to trauma and abuse. Hope so you have understand about its forensic nurses, importance of forensic sciences, and in medical sciences. Thank you so much for watching.